Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading and it's going to be lifting the veil. So I'm going to be open to anything that wants to come through. It could be something that's hidden. It could be messages around career, relationship, love life. I'm just going to be open to spirit. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, group 1. So the first message I was getting when I was looking at this bridge is there's a theme or an emphasis here on communication. Communicating, it could be with others, it could be communicating and expressing your needs. For some of you, you could have a talent or career that involves communication in some capacity. But I also feel like there's a level of clarity that's coming for you. There's a sense of, I'm hearing the channel to spirit, to your higher self, to the divine is being kind of fine-tuned. For some of you, I do feel like you could be like a psychic or a medium, and this bridge or this ability is also helping you as a healer. But I also am getting that sense of you being really clear with yourself in terms of what you want, what you deserve. They keep showing me fog, and it's like spirit is kind of clearing the way so you can see. I'm also hearing with this jade crystal, your heart chakra is the portal. So there's an energy or a frequency or a truth that you're tapping into through the heart space. Yeah, I'm hearing your clearest guidance comes through the heart. It's like spirit is making it really known for you over this period of time what's serving you and what isn't. With the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, there is this energy of transition, of clearing away. It's making me feel that if you have struggled with a lack of clarity, it's because there were energetic influences, and this could be obviously people, habits, places that just weren't in alignment with you, and that it's like they were clouding your vision, or they were making it really difficult for you to see yourself clearly, is what I just heard. Yeah, you're coming into a new version of yourself as well, and it's like because you see yourself so clearly now, it's creating a level of clarity when it comes to your manifestations and what you really feel you deserve. There's a lot of abundance and blessings coming in for you, but I feel it's in every area of your life because I'm getting financial abundance. For those of you, 9 of Coins and 3 of Pentacles, who have a particular talent. For some of you, I really feel like you're the bridge, you're a medium, you're a psychic, you're a healer. You're here to bring in or communicate something, whether that be like bring in a healing energy, channel like a book, a song, like there's something that you have the potential to create in the earthly realm. But I just feel like there's a lot of positive energy here. Yeah, it's like you're cutting away with this Ace of Swords, anything that hinders your ability to connect with spirit, to hear yourself. It's like you're stepping into a higher version of yourself and a higher timeline. And from this space, I just feel like everything's going to be attracted to you. I really don't feel for this group it's just one thing. Yeah, it's like blessings upon blessings is coming. But it's because you've stepped into this new consciousness. The change in frequency is what's creating this. You're going to have a lot of opportunities come in all at once as well, is what I'm hearing. It may be a little bit, you may really need to ground yourself or have some sort of spiritual practice where you are tapping into the divine, whether that be like starting your day with meditation or yoga, some exercise routine, music. Like there's just this need to really get grounded for everything that's going to come towards you. And spirit is saying you can handle this. But there's going to be the need to use your heart to navigate what's going on. With being enough, we have the innermost heart says you are enough, nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow more deserving. You are love. This is what I'm saying. There's been some sort of shift in your self-concept and your sense of self-love and empowerment. And that's what's creating a change in terms of the amount of blessings you can attract. There's also been a healing around the heart chakra, and that's what's opening you up. You're going to have really clear visions and ideas. For some of you, with Imagine sitting above the Nine of Pentacles, there's literally a business idea or proposition that's coming toward you. It could be an opportunity. There's just something that's going to bring you tremendous amounts of abundance. And it's like when you receive this offer, this invitation, this opportunity, or this idea, for many of you, I do feel like it could be a download and an idea. It's like Spirit saying, don't second guess it. You can trust this process. You can trust what's coming toward you. You're just going to have I feel like for this group, you're just going to have such strong psychic ability. Like I feel like this group is already psychics. I feel like you're vessels for spirit, whether it's channeling healing energy, words of wisdom, like communication. I just see you being like a conduit for what wants to come through. But this isn't a small dream or venture. This is quite large is what I'm hearing. Like it could be intimidatingly large to the point where you at times could have question like, can I do this? Is this my destiny? Like, is this the right kind of pathway? And Spirit saying, yes, it is. There's a need to have, you're going to really need that self-belief and that faith that you've mustered. For this group, you have huge potential for wealth and abundance, like huge success. It's always up to the individual whether they want to be self-employed or not, but for this group especially, self-employment could be something, self-employment or something creative, something that because I'm hearing like creating wealth from thin air, meaning from an idea. It's like you receive some sort of epiphany, offer or idea and then build on it. You also have happy sitting above Two of Swords. Don't forget your joy and don't forget to take time out for relaxation, for pleasure, for fun, because I do feel there's going to be a lot of energies coming toward you. But I'm hearing you're well prepared. Like for this group, I feel you may have been in a transition phase where nothing was moving or you felt like things were kind of slow. And it's like now everything's moving. But there's a sense of perhaps overwhelm, or I feel like you're in a phase of preparation where it's like you were gathering your energy or you were gathering certain insights, you were learning about yourself, you were healing, and it's like, okay, now you have a green light. It's like the universe, and it's funny we have green here, but there's a sense that universe is moving things forward. Ace of Swords, manifestation, prosperity, fortune, pure intentions. Again, whatever project, venture, opportunity is coming towards you, it has the potential to create tremendous wealth. And Spirit wants you to stay true to that and really allow in that energy. I feel like because your heart is so pure, it's like your heart is such a powerful guide and barometer for you. You have such clear and pure intentions that things are just kind of effortlessly drawn to you. Like the Midas touch is what I'm hearing. But I do feel for this group, it's taken a lot of work, especially, self-work, self-development to get here. Above Three of Coins. Healing and comfort, faith, restoration. Really having faith in yourself and your abilities is important. But again, I feel for some of you, this project, this venture, your talent with the Three of Pentacles is a healing ability. I do get that sense of maybe being able to channel spirit, or maybe being able to channel something into the physical, to teach others about their own potential, to inspire. With the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Wands, you may want to protect this idea, this venture, this project. Be very selective in terms of who you're allowing into your world and into your energy field. With the Five of Wands as well, I feel like in the past cycles or chapters, you've had to learn a lot of lessons around who you allow into your space, what type of energy or vibration you want around you. Like you could have had challenging relationships or situations that really tested you. But with Ten of Swords, we have Stellar Gateway activation. infinite potential manifestation vortex. Again, it's like you're coming into this energy where anything is possible. You've stepped into a higher version of yourself. You've stepped into a higher timeline, but that was able to happen because of the previous cycles with that Ten of Swords, or certain things, people, situations that you've closed the door on. And because you're willing to walk away and say no and choose yourself, that's what's opening this new energy field. You're very powerful, very creative, very, very, very psychic at the moment. You also have Orion. Yeah, supernova. I swear there's some sort of idea for this group. It's like the golden ticket. Like, it has the potential to just bring such abundance, like more than you could fathom. We have supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Again, for this group, you've gone through a huge amount of ascension, a leveling up. You've stepped onto a higher timeline, but a higher version of yourself. But really, it's the image of yourself that changed. And I feel there is going to be a chaotic energy to all of this. Like, there's a sense that everything comes at once, or you're looking in one direction, or you're focused on one aspect, one project, and then something comes from left field in another area of your life. It reminds me of the quote, I think it's by Paulo Coelho, the writer of The Alchemist, where he said, the universe will test you either by nothing happening or everything happening at once. For this group, you may have been in a period of healing and like rebirth, that cocoon coming out of the womb, and then it's like everything's going. Yeah, especially the Five of Wands here. Your light body has been activated as well. Like, there was some sort of shift or change and ascension when it came to the amount of light you can hold, your frequency. We have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. I do think for this group you are star seeds, and when I was seeing this card as well, some of you are actually connecting to different star systems or your star family, and they're channeling certain ideas or healing energies through you. They've been supporting you with that. We have Arcturus, but we also have Andromedan as well. So you could resonate with either of those star systems. But I'm getting with this above the Ten of Wands, you've had to do a lot of healing work to get here. You also have jump in. So yeah, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Your whole life is going to do like a 180, like everything is going to change all at once, but it's going to be very exciting. But again, I'm hearing ground yourself, have a solid routine so you're not overwhelmed. Above imagine, we have romantic love. So for some of you, you could be attracting new connections as well. But I feel like you're focusing on yourself and your project with imagine and Nine of Pentacles when this comes in. And that was what I was trying to say before, where I feel like you're focusing in this direction and then something comes from this direction. Like, you're not going to envision everything that's unfolding right now. Also notice we have 29, master number 11. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. I feel for this group, you've already done the inner work where you are feeling complete within yourself. Coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. That's exactly it. There's been some sort of healing or expansion around the heart chakra, which is enabling you to channel this energy or open up to new opportunities, projects. You're also able to hear spirit more fully, but your manifestation powers are enhanced because of the amount of love that you can channel into this project. Okay, we have delusion. Again, I was hearing early on about that fog, that confusion. You're coming out of confusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. With this sitting above manifestation, Spirit is saying don't forget to set your intention, take the guided action and inspired action, but surrender. Don't forget to let go. You have inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. You're going to have a lot more energy as well, like energy, confidence, inspiration. Spirit is saying everything you need to succeed, you're going to have. They need you though to have that faith, have that trust, and don't lose hope. Don't give up on yourself. If certain things seem chaotic or they're taking a little longer than you expected to come into form, it's like Spirit wants you to have faith and trust that in terms of your timeline, that things are occurring as they need and you're being supported and guided in that process. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hey, group 2. So when I was looking at this card, the Maiden, I kept hearing something around like unfurling, blossoming, something kind of coming into form, or something you're expressing or sharing. Now, I'm also getting really, really strong sacral chakra energy. So I get the sense for some of you, you may be giving birth to something. And what's funny is I looked at this death card, but I heard giving birth. It's like you're coming out of that and you're creating something. For some of you, though, I do feel this is more so in the realm of like it could be like a creative project. It could be like for some of you, I feel like it could be a literal child. I just feel like you're coming into a time where there's a lot of fertility, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of new life, because again, you start with death and this healing and death process, and you finish with the King of Pentacles. So for those of you who are still in this process of alchemy, of shedding, of letting what wasn't working or the old fall away, it's like Spirit is lifting the veil to show you what is on the other side. For some of you, you're closing out a significant karmic cycle. And because that cycle and that door is closing, it's opening up and creating room for what wants to come in, and for a new path or for some of you, it could be like new opportunity. There's a lot more life that's going to be flowing to you and through you. With this violet amethyst, we do get really strong third eye and crown chakra energies. You may be a lot more inspired. You may have a lot more ideas coming up. As we have here as well, true offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So Spirit is saying, for some of you, this is almost a dark night of a soul, ego death, some sort of healing process that's stripping away the darkness, illusions, the things that held you captive. But Spirit's saying, what you're not seeing is what lay on the other side of this. For some of you, I'm hearing there were things you were holding on to that were leading to your downfall. These could be habits, thought systems, people, an environment. It's like Spirit wants you to walk and is taking you on a completely new journey and timeline. But in order for you to step onto that timeline, you have to let go of something. There was something I just heard that was stopping this rose from blooming, and it's your time to bloom. So again, apply this storyline based on where you're at in this process. But there's a massive change happening in finances as well. But I feel like for some of you, it comes through something you create, or it comes through this new version of yourself that's being created. Because with the Nine of Coins, Five of Coins, there is this energy of lack or feeling really stuck in the mud. I just heard stuck in the dark. And Spirit, what's behind the veil is if you are in that space, or you are, feeling that way, having certain doubts, it's like that the light is going to return. Like Spirit is helping to kind of propel you and lift you onto this new journey, onto this new path, so you can trust what's happening right now. With Death and Seven of Wands, like you may have had to retreat as well, or taken time for self. But with Round and Round, I keep hearing like the cycle's closed, the door is closed. There's something that, for this group, I feel like there was a lot of endings. I don't feel like I'm only talking about like a thought system. I feel like it could be a lot of endings in the physical, a lot of endings and a purification process happening internally. Very strong dark night of the soul. And you can see here the darkness giving way to color, to light, to creativity. And again, we get the oranges, sacral chakra, and with the pinks, I think of unconditional love and heart chakra energy, and a little bit of yellow as well with solar plexus. I just heard you're coming back to life, or you're bringing something to life. And again, this could be literal or metaphorically speaking. Yeah, blessed. What you don't see coming is just how blessed you're about to be. Yeah, it's like going from like black and white or grey to like vibrant colors. It's like your inspiration is coming back, your fire, your passion, your creativity, abundance. It's like you're coming out of the winter months, you're coming into kind of spring and summer. You're going to feel like you've been reborn as well, I'm hearing. It's like they're showing me like, you know, fresh skin, new skin that's never seen the light of day. For some of you, there's something inside of you that you're creating or that's coming into full bloom that you're wanting to share with others so that it can see the light of day. But see, with Five of Swords, attachment, accumulation, defensiveness, scarcity, Spirit is helping you clear away any lack mentality, any need or desire, like feeling like you've got to hold on to things. You're learning how to flow more fully with life. Don't be afraid to say goodbye to certain people or things. The number 2 might be really significant as well, because we have 22, 2. I'm just seeing 222 in my mind's eye. This is a time to really let go, surrender to the process, because Spirit is saying, like, say you're sitting here holding on to some coins or holding on to some of this. It's like what Spirit has in store is the King of Pentacles. Like, there's so much abundance that's going to be coming toward you. With the Page of Wands, it starts small. Yeah, with Third Eye Portal, some of you have an idea. With visions, clairvoyance, and clarity, confusion, I feel like there is an idea, or there is going to be a seed that's planted that you're going to move towards, or that's going to bloom in the physical. This is related, I feel, to a project or to career in some capacity. Yeah, you have here as well, karmic ball clearing. You could have incarnated as well with some karma around finances, around money. And also I'm hearing there's lessons for you around surrendering control. So we have energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. Yeah, it's like you're also, this new skin I was seeing, it's you stepping out in your authenticity completely, where nothing is hidden. You're revealing all of your true nature. You're not holding back anymore because you've let go of and shared some of these energies, ideas, vibrations that were kind of anchoring you to a previous version of yourself or an old timeline or both. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Again, this group, I feel some of you may still be a little bit in this dark night of the soul energy, or you're, you know, at that stage where you're coming out of it, but there's a lot of support you have and healing, especially around your financial sector. The Three of Wands, you also have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. So again, really learning to flow, really learning not to hold on, not to take on energies that don't support you. I think you may have learned a lot about cleansing your energy field as well. And King of Coins. There's new ideas and inspiration as well around your career and financial sector with King of Pentacles. Something as well for some of you that can create a legacy, because with Star Ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. For you, introspective meditation or introspective practices will be really beneficial at the moment, because there's certain wisdom and knowledge you have around. These could be certain creative ideas. These could be truths around your manifestation as well. But there's a sense that like really diving deep is going to unveil certain things to you. Yeah, look, you have fertility. For some of you, this could be like literal fertility, but I just feel like you're coming into a very fertile time in your life with your creations, your manifestation as well. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So again, that's what you're coming into, a higher version of yourself. You're going to be feeling more joy, more happiness, more light. So we have the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Again, we see birth. There's a sense again, you're giving birth to a new version of yourself. You will be giving birth, for some of you, to projects, business, a new career, new offerings. Some of you could physically be giving birth, especially with tantric journey. Like there could be like I'm getting like sensuality. There could be an awakening in terms of self-expression, very strong sacral chakra energy. The frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom. Again, we see hidden knowledge and wisdom. Because with this, I feel like, and we have hidden secrets, lost wisdom. There's more wisdom inside of you, or there's a knowing about this offering or what your next steps are that you're not fully seeing. And with third eye energy here as well, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to open that door. So the frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. So again, a lot of sensuality coming toward you. I'm feeling more comfortable, with acceptance. It's like being more comfortable with yourself, with your self-expression, with your creativity, with your body, with your connections. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow, and you have extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. With this extraordinary, there's something extraordinary. By you being yourself, by you fully stepping into your authenticity, there's something that you have the potential to create, or it's almost like that energy catapults you into this new realm, this new vibration, this new world. And there's something extraordinary that you bring into the world. Very strong. I keep seeing the color violet for you. Strong third eye, but I get a bit of crown and crown chakra energy as well. But it's like Spirit is letting you know that you are, and there's this sense of you being so magical, you being so powerful. And there's so much potential. And if you're still in this process where you're coming out of that cocoon, it's like, I keep seeing like new skin, and it's first seeing like the light of day. Spirit saying like, keep walking, be gentle with yourself, but you're heading towards so much beauty. I also feel, as I said, that I just heard you're also having a glow up physically, or you will be. It's like you're just going to shine. Like there's a sense that the light is going to be very strong around you, and physically it's like there's a new vitality, there's a new health in your physical form, in your energy is lighter. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 3. Okay, so for this group, I actually forgot to pull your tarot cards, and that's literally never happened before. And when I got the deck out to grab, to shuffle some cards, I was feeling forgotten. So I don't know if for some of you, you feel like you've been forgotten or left out or passed over from something. It's almost like it could feel like, why isn't the universe listening to me? Or why isn't certain things coming in? It could also be forgotten in the sense of like forgetting what you're here for, or feeling a little confused around like, okay, like what's next? Or can I receive my dreams with the star? Because I kind of feel like this, I've never seen it this way, but I feel like this girl looks worried. Like she has this star or this dream, but it's like, are you coming? Like, where is this dream? Or where is this person? Or there's that sense of, it's like with a threshold, you're about to cross and transition into a period where things are changing and things start to flow in for you. But you could be in this kind of, I don't know, like I just keep hearing transition where not much is happening, or you know, you could be questioning like, is this my path? Is this going to happen for me? Am I going to have love? Whatever it is for you specifically, there's some sort of doubt, like maybe it won't happen here with death. That's the energy I'm getting very strong. But your message, what's behind the veil, is that what you've been seeking is seeking you. If things are slow, if it looks like nothing's coming for you, if it looks like you're always, for some of you, I feel like this could be a person with the King of Cups. This could be a connection that you're manifesting. But it doesn't have to be. There's just a sense that what you've wished for is coming, but it's like you're in the process of becoming a match for that energetically in terms of consciousness. And I feel like there may have been a period of solitude here where you were working on self, where you were growing, evolving, bringing your consciousness to a level where that can come in for you. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. So again, what's behind the veil as well is that there's new connections for you. You're going to meet like soul tribes, soulmates, people that I'm hearing are destined. But it's like right now, you may look across your life and it may feel a little barren, especially when it comes to connection or love or support. But for some of you, this could be not feeling supported by the universe as well. It's that type of energy, like, is it coming? Are my prayers being answered? I just keep hearing that. For some of you, I'm hearing some of these changes or blessings like may have been like a long time coming to the point or extent where you started to question, like, is it even coming? Am I deluding myself, or is this even real? Yeah, for some of you, I do feel this is a connection, a very significant connection or soulmate. For some of you, it could be soul tribe if it's more platonic, but there's just this sense of the right people and the right situations are finding you, but it's like you need to hold on to your faith a little bit longer while you're transitioning. And not only transitioning, while these people, these souls, these energies can find you as well, is what I'm hearing. Because for some of you, they could literally be at a distance, or there needs to be some sort of divine orchestration to enable you to cross paths or to enable these energies to come forward. Above that Six of Swords, we have 29, breathe. There was a period of time though on your journey where you needed to focus on self, where spirit kind of put a stop to external distractions. There may have been a halt when it came to connections and relationships, just because it would have, I feel, deterred you or distracted you from self. Because with Nine of Coins, Queen of Coins, you may have had a lot of energy. With the Five of Wands here as well, I'm feeling for some of you, you may have had to say goodbye to a lot of people or situations because it was toxic, to focus on self. And Spirit is saying this cycle of dealing with toxicity or having to close the door on people, situations, connections, and just be with self is closing out. It's like you had one chapter or cycle of your life that was very much around self-mastery, and now you're coming into a time where I feel like it's more about connection, community. It could be being accepted as well, like feeling really seen for your work, your creations, being well rewarded. Having approval's not the word. Having validation, I'm hearing. Yeah, exchanging gifts. You're moving into a time as well where there's reciprocity in your connections. Again, if you dealt with people where you were giving a lot or it's just really imbalanced, I feel like that's what's behind the veil, is that cycle has ended. You've successfully learnt the lessons, you've grown beyond it, you're ready for greater balance and harmony in your relationships and in your connection, and that's what you're going to receive. But again, I feel for some of you, I'm hearing don't lose hope before the miracle. Because for some of you, I feel like you may have spent some time being alone, or you may have had to really rely on animals as well, or connection to animals or plants. Like maybe it's been difficult to find people that really connect with you on that level. Because I feel for this group, like if people or connections aren't at your vibration or aren't at a level where it's really positive influence, I feel like this group may be the group that would just prefer to be alone or be single or just focus on self. But Spirit's saying you won't have to worry about that moving forward. Yeah. Look at all the light that's coming in, because this kind of reminds me of a star. So we have being centered, balancing power, manipulation. I feel like with solar plexus chakra, you had to learn lessons around self-empowerment, around boundaries, asserting yourself. As I said that, I literally saw we have empowerment next to it. So grounded, strength, stamina. Yeah, you've learned how to kind of vouch for yourself, how to be on your own. You've learned and mastered the lessons of, I just heard abundance. So for some of you, you may have, successfully achieved a level of abundance, but there's just this sense of being abundant within. providing for self everything you sought externally. And I feel like because you're in this energy, it's a perfect time to allow in new energies, allow for some of you a really significant connection into your life. You also have Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. See, I feel like there could have been a toxic relationship or toxic connections or environments that you cut out that set you on the path to destiny. That it's almost like that energy of, well, my relationships aren't working or this connection isn't working, so I'm just going to focus on self and focus on what I can control, focus on healing, focus on creation. And then we have Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Yeah, I feel like you've learned a lot, but it's like you're ready for the next cycle. You're ready for the next chapter. Yeah, Spirit wants you to believe, though, that this can change, because for some of you, you may have been in this particular cycle for so long that you're starting to lose hope. But I'm hearing you're at that threshold. You're about to cross into this new life. Yes, I remember. So again, about forgetting, there's something that you may remember as well around this time period that comes to the surface or just makes your path more clear. So we have, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. It's also going to be really clear to you why certain people or things and situations didn't manifest at the time you hoped for, because there were certain lessons or certain energies that you had to embody first. You're learning more around about your consciousness, about how it affects your life, how it affects your path. We have share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Forgotten, for those of you who feel like you've put in the work, you've created something, but you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, or you're not receiving that attention, the spotlight, the validation, that's coming as well. Here we have miracle. So you have 29, master number 11, and then 33, master number 33. But again, I'm hearing, yeah, literally there's energy of miracles around you. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. So Spirit wants you to expand what you believe is possible for you. Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Spirit is also saying part of this period of solitude, or part of this period where there was perhaps a lack of support, was designed to tap you into unity consciousness, a higher level of connection where you understand that everything is connected to you, everything is source. And when you anchor in that frequency, it can bring in higher or more positive forms of connection. With this card as well, because it's sitting above exchanging gifts, it's like Spirit wants you to be in this energy of receiving. Part of what you're mastering or learning is how to balance the masculine and the feminine. I feel like you may have had a period in your life where you had to really be in that masculine, where you're asserting your boundaries, getting clear on your direction, being very empowered. But it's like right now is time for Divine Feminine so that you can receive. Yeah, and we have the number 333 with 33 and 21-3. Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. That was what you were learning here with the star, and we had being centered, balancing power, manipulation, learning how to surrender and find that wholeness within and let go of the desire so it can come towards you. And what does that create? Receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. You have learned and mastered a lot of lessons around surrender, and that was part of the purpose as well of this last cycle, but you're coming into a time of fulfillment. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. So the first thing I want to say for this group, I feel like you shine so bright, like your energy is just, it's just so powerful. And when I first started laying these cards, my crown chakra started tingling and I could feel a lot of energy around the crown. So for this group, you have a really powerful crown chakra, but you also have a powerful heart chakra, and I feel like you create through this. I do feel for many of you, you're either artists or you have some sort of beautiful, magical ability, because I'm hearing you can create beauty out of pain. I feel for this group, if you've had situations in the past where with Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, like painful relationships, connections you've had to walk away from, it could be painful childhood, it's like it was designed to inspire you. And again, that doesn't denote, or I should say, that doesn't diminish, what you've been through or what you've experienced, but there's a sense like out of an emotional wound, you create a pearl. So this is a type of energy where, say I go through a painful breakup, I then, paint something beautiful, or I turn it into a song, into poetry, into a novel. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like it's like Spirit is showing me you taking like dense black energy, like it could be hatred, and then you transmute it into joy and love. You're alchemists, this group. You're alchemists, but I also feel some of you are artists, or you just have some sort of gift and ability. Like, it's like when you're around, it's like sunshine. Everything lights up. Yeah, I feel like for this group, you really embody this Queen of Cups energy. For some of you, you could be water signs, or you may have water quite prominent in your chart. But there's just this sense of almost Phoenix energy as well, but it's not as heavy as like Phoenix energy. It's almost like they're just showing me it's like a beautiful little fairy pixie. I don't know, like a very light, beautiful, kind, creative soul, regardless of gender. And it's like there's all this darkness and muck being thrown at you, but it's like it just doesn't stick to you. It's like you can bounce back from anything, essentially. I'm getting a lot of color as well. Like I feel for this group, you may be very creative. There may just be a lot, because I keep getting like self-expression and a lot of success coming from your talents. But I feel for this group, it's like you had to go through, with chaos and conflict, you had to go through a lot of chaos or a very turbulent past and history to get to this. It's like you learn through opposites. It's like when something aversive happens to you, it's like, or what others would consider very dark and negative, it's like you become more positive. There's just this sense that duality, you're very good at working with duality, especially with regeneration above the Three of Swords. Again, I feel for this group, very strong Phoenix energy. There's a sense that you may have gone through something quite dark or painful, especially emotionally, because Spirit keeps showing me you being wounded emotionally and using that, not using that wound, exploring that wound, healing that wound, and there's some sort of pearl, there's something that you create from your wounding, or I shouldn't say from your wounding, from the place you were wounded. You could turn it into artwork and transmute that energy. I'm not saying you create from the vibration of pain, but there's a sense that there's some sort of pearl of wisdom or beauty or art that comes from that. In the Eight of Cups, you have destiny. I feel like you're someone as well, like, this is, what's funny is it's lifting the veil, but Spirit keeps gushing about you. It's like, I feel like I keep wanting to compliment you, or, just really notice you. Notice your talents, your attributes, your gifts. We have divine purpose, passion, service. Again, look at this little fairy. Like, this is the type of energy I'm getting for you. We have dolphins. There's so much joy and light that comes from you. You're definitely a light worker. You're definitely here to bring in really powerful energies. And I just looked down and I saw Cyrus energy. So you may resonate with that. But there's just this sense that you're here to just bring your magic and weave your magic into the physical. You're very powerful. And again, I don't know if this is lifting the veil. Some of you may already know all this. I just feel like I need to say it. Maybe this is like validation for you, or it's encouragement, because I'm getting that energy really strong. But you're here to be a light worker. You're really powerful working with energy. You're alchemists, you're magicians, you're fairies. You just have this like amazing ability to create. But you can create from the darkest and most dire circumstances. Like, I feel like you could be literally in what people would consider an impossible situation, where there's no light, there's no way to create abundance from, that situation or that project, but yet you still manage to do so. With Two of Wands, you get a lot of downloads in terms of crown crown energy, and that's what I was feeling earlier. You get a lot of guidance, a lot of wisdom. You may resonate as well with being an artist or a channel, because I keep hearing like your greatest creation is you. It's like there's something so magical about you. Some of you, your destiny is to shine, and that's why you have such magnetism, such light to you. I feel like you could be, like when I say you are your own best creation, you could be doing something, or your destiny is to live out a mission where you're very visible, where it's like you speaking, you writing, you channeling, you creating. There's something about you being front and center. Yeah, above the Six of Wands, you have Emerald Tablet Activation, Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, Conscious Manifesting. This group, you are such powerful manifestors, especially once you heal from and release the past and master the past. Once you integrate that wisdom and those denser energies are shed, like it's like you can create anything. You may face a lot of opposition or resistance in the physical though with the Nine of Wands. It wouldn't surprise me for this group if at times you're faced with jealousy, or like people not fully understanding you or trying to get in your way a little bit. But again, I feel like this group is so optimistic. I just feel like it wouldn't faze you. Like you just keep going, which is good. But there's just a sense like everything around you just blooms, and I feel like you're so lovable. Okay, with this card, again, blessings. There's a lot of blessings coming in for you. We have yes, proceed, be seen, push through. So for some of you, if you're still in this phase of pushing through with the Nine of Wands and you're still facing resistance, what's behind the veil is you're about to really be seen. You're about to be in the spotlight. You're about to be witnessed in all your beauty and all your glory. There's a leveling up in terms of your experience in the physical world. There's more blessings that can come up. For this group, you may have a really speedy energy because I just feel so excited and joyful, like I want to run at things, and I forgot to read this card. So we have contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. So Spirit is saying you're perfectly aligned. You're so magical as you are, but things are shifting, I feel, to put you into the spotlight or to showcase something about yourself or a talent you have. Because with the Knight of Swords above that, you have called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So again, I feel for this group, you already know what your calling is. You're already on your path, at least for most of you, but it's like there's a leveling up or there's an expansion happening. With Queen of Cups, you got the love. Again, I feel like you've learned through very difficult relationships, for some of you, especially romantic relationships. So we have Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. You may have had to go it alone or really build up your inner strength. Yeah, with this divine masculine, you have master number 33 and then master number 22. Some of you could be master numbers. I'm also seeing the numbers 7 and 6 and 3. So like artistry is what I'm getting. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. See, I feel for this group, you're naturally very connected to the divine feminine within you, the creative, receptive, flowing with life, but you had to go through certain experiences that strengthened the masculine, that, I don't want to say warrior energy, but that perseverance, the ability to set boundaries, own your energy. Yeah, cosmic flower, again, you can, with that regeneration, like there's nothing there. It's burnt to a crisp, but you can make flowers bloom. That's what they keep bringing up. It's like you can come out of anything and blossom. You have a great ability for healing, but people may not recognize that in you because you're so joyful. Like you have quite a light energy, so I don't think they may not always realize just how powerful you are. We have the frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. I feel for this group, Earth is not your home. I definitely think you're some sort of magical, mystical beings, star seeds. And I feel like that's why your energy is so potent and so powerful. We have clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind to God's, such freedom. Yeah, above destiny. You had a lot of energies. I don't know if it's karma as such, but a lot of challenges and denser energies you had to work through first before being able to fully step into the spotlight or step into this new phase. And Spirit's congratulating you for that, because I do feel for this group you stay true to your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. This is sitting as well above crown chakra energy. So because you're so psychic, I feel for this group, it's like you incarnated remembering what you were here to do, which has helped and supported you in this process. And Spirit's saying, like, keep the faith, stay true to yourself. When you need to, take time for rest, because I did mention like quite a speedy energy where I feel like you charge at things. Very like curious, joyful, playful, exciting. I just saw 11:11 on the timer. So there is a need to rest, and you may need to rest right now if you feel drawn to that, and really focus on self-care, because you're about to come into a time of great success and great movement. And I just keep hearing the spotlight for some of you. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.